When people talk about the TF2 BOT crisis, they mostly mention the need to update Valve anti-cheat and the fact that updating TF2 is hard because of the small dev team. Those surely are things to be concerned about, but they aren't that specifically related to the bot problem. In this video, I'll discuss the reason for that and explain what you can do to help. Having more developers for TF2 and improving VAC are very necessary things, but they would mainly address the lack of content for the game and the cheating problem, not the bots precisely. Realizing this is important because, despite being related, cheating and the bots are very different problems. Not all cheaters are bots, and bots don't necessarily have to cheat to harm the game. Bots are an issue simply because they connect instead of human players. They take up server slots, fragmenting the player base, and take up system resources from the server, causing additional costs that clearly aren't in Valve's interest. Besides, these bots can be used to harass players, impersonating community figures, like YouTubers and streamers, be it to attack their reputation or to scam less experienced players. Therefore, note that even if the bots do cheat most of the time, they don't have to be cheating to be able to cause damage to the game and to our community. This shows that better anti-cheat by itself, although necessary for other reasons, won't be able to properly solve this whole bot issue. That's because the source of the problem isn't even on TF2, it's on how Steam works. TF2 is only being ravaged by bots because it is very much possible to run Steam accounts through bots, even if that's against terms of service. The security flaw in Steam has many consequences that affect a lot more than just our beloved game. Bots flood other games' community workshops with spam, post fake reviews on the Steam store, and spread phishing links throughout community groups and discussion forums. And what's happening to TF2 could possibly happen to other games, even if on a smaller scale. In this manner, fighting bots on Steam as a whole and truly enforcing the terms of service would help relieve all of these problems, in the end also reducing the amount of bots on TF2. This is a problem that won't be solved with neither a TF2 update nor with Valve anti-cheat, but with work to further secure Steam. This problem is a task for the Steam dev team, not for the TF2 team exclusively. And it doesn't take much to identify these bot accounts, honestly. They are thousands of profiles that, more often than not, have the same names and profile pictures, don't have friends or are only friends with other bots, and usually have private or not fully configured profiles. If we can look at these profiles and clearly tell they are run by bots, I have no doubt Valve could develop a tool to do this automatically and flag a suspicious account for further analysis. Especially considering that Valve developers have access to a lot of telemetry information that isn't accessible to us, common Steam users. Most certainly, there already is a system like this, but for some reason it hasn't been enough and needs improving. And I'm not even mentioning that many of these bots don't even try to disguise themselves. I'm baffled by how many of these accounts exist on Steam. In my humble opinion, Valve, despite some limited action, has been neglecting this issue for years, allowing things to get as bad as they are now, and that's really lame. Now, to help them work on this matter, there's one simple thing we can do: report Steam profiles run by bots. A lot of players think that reporting accounts is useless, but that's not true. I myself have filed many reports in the past on profiles that, for one reason or another, were violating terms of service, and almost every time I got back confirmation that action had been taken. Upon revisiting the profiles I reported, I could confirm that something had really been done by Steam moderation. In regards to these bot accounts, reporting is even more important because it will help better train and develop whatever system Valve is using to flag these profiles. So, take some time to report with detailed and objective information the profiles being run by bots when you come across them in-game. You might think otherwise, but if we collectively work to bring this information officially to Valve, they will be more prepared to handle the issue. It is our responsibility as a community and as legitimate Steam users. And what do you think about all of this? Have you ever considered that fixing the bot crisis isn't a task exclusively for the TF team, but for all Steam developers at Valve? Do you disagree with how I view this matter, or do you have something interesting to add to what I said on this video? Leave a comment below, I'm interested in knowing your opinion. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe so you don't miss my future uploads. See you next time and bye bye!